Hi, and welcome back to FAQ with Katrina here at RoofSnap. Thanks for watching, and I'm going to answer this frequently asked question regarding subline labels. So you see here in my drawing, I've got the regular line labels applied to my sketch. Here in the edges is where you find those labels after you've drawn your roof. But the question specifically is regarding subline labels, how to apply those, and then what that does for your measurement report and your estimates and how it kind of all ties in together. So here, just so you're aware, when you tap on eaves, for instance, you'll select Eve, and you know you've done that because this turns red here. You've got this gray indication letting you know that you have in fact selected the eaves. But if you tap on eaves a second time, you can now account for Eve edge, which is RoofSnap delineation for your drip edge metal, ice and water shield, gutters, gutter toppers. So you can use any or all of these. And so I'll select these three and just tap on all of my eaves. And let me move this drawer out of my way just by tapping on that little gray bar. I want to zoom in on this eave and show you what it does when I apply my sub-labels. So at the moment, I have Eve edge applied to this eave. But if I tap on Eve again, I have told the app that I'd like not only Eve edge, but ice and water shield and gutters on all of my eaves. So I've the app remembers my selection here, and I can go ahead and tap on this eave, and you'll see Eve, ice, and gutters are all applied to this eave now. So I can go around, hit the pan and zoom back out, and then tap on edges again, go to eaves, and just tap on all of my eaves here and make sure that I label all of them with all of the correct labels that I have chosen for this demo. I think I've got all my eaves here. Perfect. So you can go through in most of these categories here and just double tap and see what the selections are and kind of play around with that, adding ridge vent perhaps to this main ridge, but then maybe not, just a plain ridge for this secondary one. So you can really customize this per what the job requires, what you install, and your preferences. So here are some different examples of that. I'm going to tap on the Done button, and I want to show you in the reporting what that looks like, what it does for you, both in your measuring and in your estimating reports. So let me go down to Documents. I've already generated a sketch report in this project. However, I've made some changes. So I'm going to tap the Generate New on that sketch report and pull in all the new line item categories that I have placed there in the RoofSnap and get that new information in this revision 2. So I'm going to scroll down and take a look at my measurements, and now I can see I've got the eave edge, the ice and water shield, and the gutters assigned to all of my eaves here, as well as some other line labels I had previously put on this project. But here is really where, the punchline is. So for my eaves, of course, I have 202 feet of eaves, but I also have ice and water shield on my eaves, as well as in my valleys. So this number, this 222 feet of ice and water shield, lets me know that because I put ice and water shield as a subline label on both my eaves and then previously on my valleys, I have a running total of my ice and water shield and how much I'm going to need for this particular job. So that's kind of the nice thing here in the measurements and what those category measurements and line labels will do for you here in the sketch report document. Let me tap on the Done button and just hop into specifications in this project. We go into more detail regarding estimating using RoofSnap in some other frequently asked questions, but I'm just going to hop into add material here and show you that because I have put ice and water shield in my valleys and on my eaves, it's going to show my running total, that 220 feet here, and I can select which one I want for my project depending on what's in my account, and press the done button here. And because I've specifically said I want this, and it is delineated by my ice and water shield subline label on my RoofSnap, it allows me to add that in the specification screen so I can estimate from here, and that'll populate on my estimate document as well. So that is subline labels, how to use them, and what they do here in RoofSnap. Thanks so much for joining. We'll see you soon.